What's up, Internet? We are back here live once again for another Big Brother 27 Watch Party. It's the HOH competition, but we also have a power in play. Plus, we should see nominations taking place. It should be a lot going down tonight. How's everybody doing up in chat? How are you? We got Shelby, Otter, Savior, Brianna, Linda, John, PT, Norma, Madeline. Who else we got up in here? Tommy. How you guys all doing? How's everybody going on? Budco. You guys excited? Glenn. What's up, Glenn? Michelle. How are you guys? This should be a good episode. It should be a good episode. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the house even. This week, Brianna, you said it. This week is wild. There's so much going on. And I'm kind of loving it a little bit. Okay, there was a little bit of a slowdown last week, right? With Lauren as HOH, things definitely took a little bit of a halt as she was so indecisive. It was fun to watch in its own right. There was a little bit of fun with it that we could have. But this week has been going crazy. Still a little bit of indecision, just a little bit, but I think we could be in for a really, really exciting week if everything plays out the way it seems to at the moment. But yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. We do have to talk though, because I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be here today, but we did a little challenge on the episode. And I said, or on the update, I should say, earlier today. And I said, hey, if you hit 1,500 likes, we'll do a watch party. You didn't hit 1,500 likes. You didn't do it. Guys, we failed. We failed. But, here's the thing. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you never want to miss a video, you never want to miss a stream, hit that notification bell. But, Norma, we do have a reason to celebrate. We do have a reason to celebrate. 17,000 subscribers. We hit 17,000 subscribers. That's a lot. That's a lot of subscribers. We get the little Rocky Bell on there. Just a little bit of that horns going, you know? So I was like, you know what? We didn't get the 1,500 likes, but we did hit 17K. So might as well. Plus, this is going to be such an interesting episode to see. There's a lot, right? The HOH competition. I have a lot of questions. About this HOH competition. We're going to see it all played out. And there's details I need filled in. Because the way it was sounding, the way everything was set up, to me, I'm not sure if it's something that I'm going to like. I think there's some things that I might have some issues with the way this HOH competition was structured. In the end, it didn't really turn out the way that, like, I'm going to describe it could turn out if this becomes a regular thing. But I think there's issues with it. I think it's something that, in hindsight, we're going to go, oh, yeah, that they probably shouldn't do that again. Because it seems like it really is something that isn't beneficial to people that are on the outs, right? People who don't have the power and haven't had the power in the house. This feels like a competition that would kind of support those bigger alliances and let them kind of keep on trucking on. And I'm interested to see how it is all actually structured. Maybe I'm wrong on situations. There's another part of it that's really confusing too, because the way it sounds like it was done with potentially like teams and stuff like that, the numbers are odd. So someone probably was on the outs, and from everything I could tell, there's no one who's actually safe this week for being on the. It's a thing. It's a thing. We got a lot of that to go over, but then we also know there's powers at play, and we're gonna see some interesting stuff go down tonight. I wish we would have got to watch it on feeds. I really do. But we get this. We get this. Ori, so happy for you. All your final twos come through. They really did, Shelby. They really did. And that is why I do final twos. That is why I'm so loyal to my final twos, because they're loyal to me. They're loyal to me. Bro, Brianna, you want to... Shelby, Brianna, final three? So I'm excited to see all that take place. Plus nominations and everything and all that fallout. I think Wednesday's episode is going to be pretty good too. I think there's going to be some fun stuff with Wednesday's episode, because the way things are developing and all the stuff that went down in Veto this week, it should be really cool. It should be really cool. When you get lemons, you make lemonade. Absolutely, Deb. Absolutely. Or you're a snake, you can't be trusted. Whoa, Otter. Otter. Relax. It ain't true. That ain't true. Look, Otter, where'd you hear that from? Did Keanu tell you that? Did Keanu tell you that? Because I think he heard it from Jimmy. If Keanu told you that, Otter, then I think he heard it from Jimmy. I think you're just a little confused. Don't worry, it's not true. There are deep fake Corey's making final two. Wow, Glenn. Yeah, if you heard anything that I might have said that sounds snakish, it was actually just a deep fake. It was ChatGPT, which apparently quite a handful of the house guests have all used ChatGPT before they went into the house. We had heard that Zay used it like a while back. Apparently, Jimmy and Mickey both use ChatGPT for advice. I'm going to tell you guys right now, don't use ChatGPT for advice. Listen, AI is an amazing tool. It gets better and better every single day. I mess around with it a lot too, because I also think it's important to kind of keep up with it a little bit, right? Like, it's one of those things that I think is going to change a lot of things, and it's going to be the separator of like, oh, who can use it well and who can't, right? It's kind of similar. Like, who here, raise your hand if you're a good Googler. Who here's a good Googler? Can you go on Google and find almost anything? I can. I'm a really good Googler. Like, I know how to Google things very well. Very well. And it's kind of like an important thing is like, oh, if you can Google well, you can find the answer to almost anything you need. You can figure a lot of things out, right? Like, heck, something's broken, you don't know how to fix, right? Like, if, let's say, you're not a good electrician, guess what? You can Google it and kind of find stuff. This ain't good advice. Like, don't listen to my advice. Don't just go like do random electricity if you're not an electrician. At the very least, make sure your breakers are off. But my point is, right, like anything that's like going on, like if there's any kind of answer, like if you're a good Googler, you can kind of figure stuff out. ChatGPT is a similar thing where it's like, hey, like this is a really good tool. It's really strong. And I think even more so, Googler equals online researcher, right? Like if you're a good online researcher, yep, Google and YouTube. I think even more so, right? I think the advancements we're going to be getting with AI, I think it's probably even closer to like, oh, who was really good at using computers and the internet and who wasn't, right? Like think all the way back when like computers really started becoming like a big part of the workforce, and like every office has computers now, and everything's done by the internet and emails and all this stuff, right? And there was kind of a shift there where it's like, oh, people who kind of adapted quickly, they ended up doing better. I think AI is in a similar spot, but back to my point, don't use AI yet for BB advice. Whatever you do, don't listen to the AI robot about what you should do in the Big Brother house, because then Janky is just going to tell you you should put up your allies if they start lying about you, and then it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. It is time. I will give you guys a little sync up here so that you are ready.
Lady from Lafayette in power.
Congratulations, Lauren! You are the new head of household!
We're just getting our recap from things that we missed last week. I Google information. Exactly, Otter. It's a big tool. AI is a tool. Just don't Don't get all your Big Brother advice from it. During BB25, I played with Google Gemini. I've used Gemini as well. To see how it kept up with the feeds. It spotted crazy stuff like Suri 1 HOH 100% PT. Last year, it was even worse. But the thing is, it gets better every day. Like, literally every day, AI gets better. It's only getting better and better. But I don't think it's still there yet to really understand the social strategy that goes on in the Big Brother house. I mean, last night they were doing face masks and having a spa. You know, they were. How's ChatGPT know about the quality of going to the girls' night and having a face mask? ChatGPT doesn't understand that game equity of going upstairs and getting a face mask on. Plus, I mean, hey, there's the extra benefit. You go do the face mask, you end up looking prettier. You end up looking prettier. Oh, things are gonna get crazy. Everybody's running around. This is definitely gonna fill in some blanks for us. The little breadsticks. The little breadsticks. I would join the face mask. Exactly, Tommy. Exactly. And like I said, I think that was something that some people might like overlook. But stuff like that can really matter. And especially like here's another hot take. I don't think Zach was necessarily wrong when he said Morgan was an emotional player. And I think Mickey also might be. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All fake tears. Actually, you know what? I don't think Kelly's tears are fake. All the others probably a little bit, but like I think they all liked Adrian overall. That's the bigger thing. Adrian was very likable. It was just like, well, we got, you know, somebody's got to go. I think Kelly actually like was really upset that she beat Adrian.
Good for both of our teams as a shield, but we didn't know if we had the votes to do it. We talked to Ava right before the vote to see where she was headed.
Okay, they're finally letting everybody know that it was Ava who really put the kibosh on the whole Will Adrian situation.
Learn this information. The next best thing we could do was a tie. We just could not force Lauren to break a tie on her own HOH. It would be public enemy number one.
So what if you make Lauren public enemy? This is where Zach actually is a little bit of an emotional player, right? Like Zach could have been like, hey, let's tie it up. Who cares, right? Lauren's gonna break the tie, but oh well, right? I'll protect her a little bit as much as we can. Like she'll be a target, but like how much of one? So like I think that's where Zach then, you know, he's looking at the man in the mirror. Right? He's like, Morgan, Mickey, they're emotional players. Zach,
When we get there.
All right, what's going on? Hey, here's the thing, too. Vince and Zach really did kind of expose their games either way here with this. They were like, oh, if we break the tie, we're exposing our games. But it's like, if you don't break the tie, like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, Vince and Zach. Like there's
I feel betrayed.
The conversation in the feeds are decent. And now the show's on. I know Mickey's having a lot of her one-on-ones. I'm recording them like as like a backup thing. So I'll definitely check them out later, but it's a thing. Acting like Lauren's too much and hasn't been a 100% savior. He's a little bit blinded by his love for Lauren. This is this is interesting to see right away. With how things that we know right now, it's kind of interesting to see these three together.
At the end of the day, so with the plan that I did not wanted Kelly gone.
They're trying to figure out the four. It wasn't too hard to figure out who the four were. But this is also, again, where it's like, hey, they should have put up Ashley. They should have then tied it up with Ashley and sent Ashley home, because now, even if they were mad, the numbers are fairly even. But instead, in fact, actually, you would have a numbers advantage. You would have one up on them, right? It would be fairly even. It would be fairly even because the one would come down.
I'm super upset. I really thought that Zach and Liz were going to vote to keep Adrian. I don't know who to trust.
Keanu and Riley very upset with Vince and Zach after it. Really confused on what's going on. Stockholm Syndrome. Maybe a little bit.
I trust Zach 100% right now. I just wish people would do what the heck they wanted to do and not be manipulated by people in the... I can't stand it. I care more about make sure that Prince Charming see Princess of the White Tower.
Prince Charming saving the princess in the ivory white tower.
Let me talk to Vince. I know he's in trouble. I didn't call him that.
Guys, I think you guys all know too, right? Like, for me, a lot of times, like, unless like someone's like an exceptionally good player, like, right, like unless they're like a full-on Dan, Derek, Danielle Reyes, like those type of level players, for the most part, I'm always just like kind of rooting for the chaos, right? And I think Keanu might be like my favorite player right now. He's not good. He's not really good. But he's just so fun to watch, and like he's causing a lot of chaos, and I love it. Some of his talks too are just so like unintentionally comedic. Laura, exactly. He's a dumpster fire, but in the greatest way possible. Like, he's a dumpster fire, but like in a nice neighborhood. It's in like the nice neighborhood where it's like, oh yeah, they threw away like a bunch of expensive, like really good smelling stuff, like really expensive candles. He's a dumpster fire in a really nice neighborhood. It's a dumpster fire behind a Bed Bath & Beyond. It's a dumpster fire behind a Bed Bath & Beyond, and it smells amazing. It's made the next like 5-mile radius smell absolutely phenomenal. It's like a campfire and just perfume. It's the best smelling dumpster fire in the world. First chat, my hot take, Mickey wants Catherine out deep down because she has a secret thing for Riley. So, is too smart to say anything, but I'm just saying. It's possible she did steal his hat, but I think they've moved on from that a bit. But it's out of the realm of possibility. Out of the realm. Campfire and pumpkin spice, that's exactly what it would be.
You think he did?
100%. He walked up and straight up told me.
He's never lied to me.
My name?
Privacy.
Ooh. So Riley and Kelly, yeah, not like in They were like wondering if it was Keanu, but they still do have a little bit of doubts too. That's why that other side of the house, it's so flaky. Kelly thinks she's Tucker. Nah, Dungeon Master Keanu is.
No doubt in my mind. Not volunteering again.
Kelly says, whatever it is, she's winning the HOH. Keanu, a dumpster fire at Yankee Candle. Exactly. All right, that takes us to a commercial. Nope, she would be more into Zach than Riley. Got here late, but better than late than never. Absolutely patriotic. How you doing? T Gold, what's up, T Gold? Seems like a tie would have been better for Zach and Vince's game. I think so, T Gold. I think so, because at least you can then like explain it away. It's like, look, we didn't want either of them to go. Right? Like, we didn't want either of them to go. And we just, you know, you guys know, like, ask Morgan. Like, we were kind of discussing it where it's like, I don't know what to do. We were 50-50 the whole way. And I think they could have explained the tie away way easier. Yeah, you put Lauren in a tough spot. So what? She won HOH, has to make tough decisions. That's part of the game. It would have been also amazing. We might have had one of those moments from like BB Can 5 where Arissa said like you can and you will to Cindy. It could have been one of those things where Julie was like, Lauren, we need a decision. But absolutely, I think a tie would have been the best thing for Zach and Vince's game. Instead of pushing against it because they were so worried that was going to expose them, but they were exposed either way. There was going to be somebody that was mad at them. The way Riley looks at Catherine is disturbing. Let's see. Kelly's annoying you. I agree. Make Lauren break the tie to take the blame. 100%, Glenn. 100%. I'm sick of crying. But Zach is Lauren's Prince Charming. Yes, absolutely. When Lauren talks, hold my breath because I'm desperately waiting for her to complete a sentence. Don't hold your breath. Serenity. If you're waiting for Lauren's decision, please don't hold your breath. That's a quick way to have to go to the emergency room. Serenity, please don't hold your breath while Lauren's making a decision. Kyle's so desperate to get with Catherine. Riley, I guess, is so desperate to get with Catherine, he will give up $750K. Such a loser. Catherine doesn't seem to reciprocate the same feelings. It's a weird thing, right? Because, like, here's the big problem with it. Maybe we'll get a little bit more info tonight. It feels like it's in one of those tough spots because you got to put yourself in that situation, right? You're in this house where everybody's going after you, and you don't like somebody, but somebody is basically giving their whole game to you, right? Like they're basically just saying, yeah, I'm ready to throw it away for you. And I don't know, it just feels interesting. Also, did I miss a super chat from Savior? I see it in that thing, but I don't see it on there. Did I miss that? But we got Age coming on in, hitting that sub button. Thank you so much. We now have Final Touche. We're back though. Let me give you a sync up.
In each round of this new game, there will be a killer new rule. As outgoing HOH, I am not eligible to compete. Here's how it works.
New rule. At least one player will be the sole final round.
New rules. Oh, so there were rules made along the way? Savior, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for missing it.
Or even Rachel or Vince wins this game. We need to pull off this HOH. No more.
So
I want to target Nikki.
I guess the teams thing might have come like later on, and that's how it worked out.
Survive. You'll have to Groups
Oh no, that
to battle.
yeah, that was the first thing. 3 groups of 4.
No 4 go together. No 4 go together.
4, 4.
So they're all breaking up into their groups.
Sorry.
See, I don't like that though. Like in week 4, right? Like here's the thing. I don't like this. For week 4, week 1, awesome. Week 1, that's a great rule. This automatically, to me, I don't like this for an HOH later in the season. Because all this sets up for is, oh, hey, if we have a big alliance and Kelly was not in our alliance and she's the house target, which she is, she has no shot, literally no shot at the HOH. As the first rule, the first rule that you make is that.
You can stand.
I don't like that.
You are not chosen to battle.
I don't like that.
Automatically advance around. Part of
Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, she gets to round 2.
each team
That makes a little bit
to battle on their
that makes a little bit better. That's a little bit better.
then race back to
Cuz the way they were all talking, like it was like, "Oh, she wasn't picked." And then that meant she was out of the game completely. So that's a little bit better that she automatically just made it to round 2.
team to the next and get to eliminate 2 people from
Here's the other part of it though, right?
each choose the representatives.
All right, so they must switch teams at some point too. At some point here, they're going to have to switch teams
You're up first.
because there's other information that we know. Okay, they did tick me off a little bit, Lisa, but not as much. Not as much. The picking teams part wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Her getting the advancement to round 2 makes it better. Because if she had just gotten eliminated right away, if she just had no shot at the HOH because of like a social thing, and when part of the HOH competition is having the ability to go from the block on eviction night to into the HOH house that night, like that's a big part of Big Brother. Is that at any moment you can flip the power on its head if you win that HOH comp. So the way it was talked about on the feeds, it was like, oh yeah, she just got eliminated because she wasn't a part of a team. And at first we thought like, oh, she got safety for the week. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. But then she was not, like, it was like, wait, that didn't work out. So, ooh, Morgan. Yo, Morgan going all out, falling to the ground. Barely beating Zach's time. Look at her. That was a heck of a play from Morgan there.
To be in 8 seconds.
Now Keanu's on his way. Oh. Keanu almost broke like the whole competition. Keanu almost broke the whole thing. That merry-go-round horse, that thing almost. All right. Wow, Keanu, that's impressive for a minute. Right, very good balance. Very good balance. He's a ninja. He can move. He's quick on his feet, light on his toes. Morgan will be a competitor if she stays long enough. Absolutely. Imagine Catherine falls for Riley and then finds out he has a baby. Aye. But yeah, we are on our next commercial break here. Says competition is confusing, but it's cool. Shelby, yeah, there was a lot of confusion that, like I said, even on the feeds. Like, I didn't really understand exactly what was going on. I think I have a better understanding already. So, the way it works, right? Each round is going to have like new rules that get made up. So the first rule was, hey, you guys all have to split into teams. Whatever team, you got to put a representative up, and if that team has the lowest score, they're eliminated, I guess, going into the next round. Kelly got like a free pass into the next round. So she didn't actually end up on a team. But the way it had sounded on the feeds, it was like, oh, Kelly didn't even get to play. She was out the first round because nobody picked her on a team. And I was like, well, that would stink. That wouldn't be cool. But it seems like it's making a lot more sense to me now. A lot more sense to me. I kind of don't hate it. I was ready to hate it. I don't hate it. Because I do like the idea of social elements brought into competitions. I think that is fun. But when it was like just a full-on elimination, when that to me sounded like it was too much, but getting at that second round bye, that makes sense. Then got to play second round because they did not pick her for the first. Yes. Kelly was benched, and then she gets the bye, which at first I was like, ooh. The way it sounded on the feeds, it didn't sound right. But now it makes more sense. Yes, it does. It shows your cards a little bit about who you're working with and stuff like that. It's similar to like a knockout, right? The knockout competitions for HOH when you have to put two people up for the question, because that's another game that shows your cards a little bit. So I like when they add the social elements in. I just don't want it to have like the ultimate effect on your game, where it's like, oh, you're not in with the social crowd, you don't even have a shot. Keanu coming up even bigger there as the episode's back. Another big performance there, barely beating that time by 0.81. 0.81.
I get to eliminate 4 people from the competition.
Any 4 people?
Will and Ashley?
Ooh.
Get me now.
He got to eliminate any 4 people. Any 4. And he went, Will, Ashley, Mickey, Morgan.
New rule. 2, you'll create 3 teams.
Okay, new teams, 3 teams of 3. Rachel's like, I'm on your team, Keanu.
No, I'm on your team, Keanu. Here's the deal. If Keanu got 23 seconds to be on his,
Oh my God, Rachel.
I'll either have or be on the win. He made it very he's targeted. And I'm not Keanu, get my friend. I'm on this team. No, I'm on this team.
I'm sticking with the same team.
Bro, I get to choose. I'm on that team.
He's like, I'm sticking with the same team. Rachel's like, nope, I'm just gonna hug you.
The same team I already had. Riley and Vince. And then Rachel hugs me, making a show just like nice. All 4 people that I just eliminated. Rachel's on my
That's amazing.
Rachel's in
I also saw,
Take turns.
because Vince had mentioned that he wanted to switch from Keanu's team, and he couldn't because Keanu was holding his shoulder, and I saw Keanu holding him for dear, like, just pure desperation of like, Vince, don't you leave me with Rachel. Oh, that was funny.
We have to tag.
Oh, it's a relay race, so Riley goes, then Jimmy goes, then Zach goes.
Around the course moves on to the final round.
I like that. I was ready to hate this comp, but instead I kind of like it. Surprised they didn't jump and chest bump. Live for the witch moves. Classic Rachel.
The strategy's simple. Rachel goes first, hits number 4. Vince will go second, hit number 2. Incredible coordination. I grew up skateboarding.
Oh, Vince. Oh, Vince. I grew up skateboarding. Well, yeah, I guess you just fell on your butt a whole bunch then, Vince. If that's your skateboard ability, Vince spent a lot of time on the ground. More time on the ground than the board. They did not beat the other team. So Keanu, Rachel, and Vince all eliminated from the comp.
Move on.
Oh, so the round's not even over. The other team still got to go. Okay. So they had like the time to beat. And then it would go to 3. Interesting. I would have been great at balancing at this because I was a gymnast. Ooh. I would stick at this. Poor Ava. Ava's struggling. Ava was struggling. Oh, God. She can't even walk back. You just, at that point, Ava, yeah, stop walking to the balance beam. Just walk back. Don't hurt yourself.
In round, we'll go from working with each other to working against each other.
Round 3, you go from working with to against.
Each of you must hit all 4. Then race back to the platform. The player to hit all 4 buttons will become.
Okay, so now it's just kind of the normal balance beam comp. All right, Zach's on his way.
Compete against each other.
Zach is
And returns to the start line.
not seemingly moving that quick. 2475 though, that doesn't seem bad. Because what did Keanu win the first round with? Like 23 or something, or 20? Jimmy's on his way now.
Makes you to think about. None of us.
Jimmy, though, not able to beat Zach's time. Now Riley up next.
Become new head of.
Hey, let's go, baby. Short round. It's the final round of the HOH competition, and it's between Zach and Riley. I really hope he pulls this out. The only that I trust in the game at this point.
Kind of crazy that with this final 2, Mickey had to be thinking. Mickey was probably already thinking. 1760. That would have even been beat Keanu, right? That 17 would have even beat Keanu in the first round, right? Because he got like 20 something. Riley, the HOH, winning the competition. But we know that maybe this all doesn't matter.
And hopefully he isn't considering me for nominations.
All right, that takes us to our commercial. So here's the thing. I was confused by this competition, by all the stuff we were hearing on the feeds. Because on the feeds, they talked about it being like the teams. They talked about how Kelly got locked out of the teams. And there was a weird thing where it was like, oh, she got safety or whatever, and Rachel even predicted it, someone had said, and I didn't understand what that all could have been, especially with how we know the week went on, right? Because if she didn't get immunity, which then they were talking about her being an option, so it was like, what? Like, this doesn't make sense. Now it makes a lot more sense. Now that we have seen the competition, I have a little bit of clarity with it, and I don't hate it as much as I thought I was going to. I will say, here is the one thing. I like the social elements added into the comp. I think that's a cool thing. The problem is, it does lead to, hey, if you have numbers on your side, you can affect the competition, and people on the outs are at a disadvantage. And I don't know how I feel about that. Week 1, cool. Because week 1, there is no social dynamic yet. In fact, that competition is forming the dynamic. Right? Like, if you did this competition on week 1, and this was the week 1 HOH, okay, now we're really talking here, because you're already setting up people who are grouping up together. You're setting up people who don't want to be with another person on their team. You've got to eliminate people from a competition week 1, and you're not even the HOH. Week 4, though, it feels a little bit much for week 4. And I feel like it lets you kind of control who's in the HOH room, and if you have numbers on your side, you have a much better shot at winning that HOH than somebody like a Kelly. Kelly got the buy into the second round, but
is always happening.
You then later also had where, oh, Rachel could just jump in with Keanu, who clearly Keanu didn't want Rachel on his team. Keanu didn't even want to be there. Like, he's like, what are you doing? I want to be with Vincent Riley. And if Keanu was with Vincent Riley, maybe he gets into the next round instead of Zach, Jimmy, and Riley. And we're looking at Keanu as the HOH. I'm just saying, right? It could have all played out way differently, right? But because of the numbers advantage, it played into their hand a little bit. They couldn't stop it completely because Riley ended up winning the whole thing. But it definitely seems like it's one that would way be in the advantage that, hey, if you're in a big alliance, you could take care of this. And I don't know how I feel about that. I like HOHs that can go to the underdog fairly easily. As long as you got the skill or the luck. We're back here. Riley's celebrating. Everybody's jumping up and down.
Baby! Let's go! Let's go, baby!
They even had to get a weird angle of the diary room. They were like, yo, we got to move the camera. The kid's all the way over here. Okay. Interesting. He was like, people want Kelly out of the house. I don't want Kelly out of the house. People want Keanu out of the house. I don't want Keanu out of the house. Interesting. Right here. Keanu and Riley celebrating up in the gym. It would be a really interesting week had things not gone crazy. People would have been sweating.
1000%. Remember, there's a power out there. I believe Vicky or Ashley. It would absolutely be big. It would flush out the very last power. Doesn't have it, so it bears down to the people that close with. Game with them.
Power was talked about. We knew this.
We're gonna flush up this week. Bro, this was.
The thing was, they didn't realize how crazy it was. They were all thinking, well, the last two all had to do with the veto. So we should be fine. Right? To flush out the power. It did not go exactly as they planned. I think they needed to get a little bit of plunger. There was a clog. There was a bit of a clog. Yeah, only 60 minutes for the episode. Wednesdays are the only ones that are 90. And actually, yeah, we don't have a lot of time left.
You literally just said. Cool.
That HOH comp took up like almost half the episode. Bro's going to crash out hard.
It's better for me to let Morgan, Mickey, Ashley know now what is being said about them so that they can basically go ahead and create a game plan heading this week.
Zach letting Morgan and Mickey know what's up.
My name really works. Debate if should or shouldn't use my with my HOH interrogation mystery. I can potentially, but then Riley has the right to interrogate everyone in the house for 3 minutes. But if he can't, guess it's incorrect. If Riley guesses correctly, he keeps his HOH, and I will be the true definition of high risk.
So yeah, Mickey talking about using her power. Interesting, it comes from the way they framed it was that Zach kind of pushed her to it by giving her the heads up.
And see what she thinks.
I love how Ashley keeps interrupting her. I swear, if Ashley walks through that door... Oh, if they did a 2-hour special for this, they really could. There's so much footage that they could have shown from the live feeds, but we missed out. We missed out big time.
She's fine.
Oh, Mickey stealing Rachel. This was another thing. I knew Mickey filled in Rachel, but I didn't know when exactly she did. Okay. Rachel was like, all right, I'm in. I'm ready. Rachel was like, yo, I got this. She was so game. 100% stay golden, right? She is here for it. She's like, yes, okay. What are you needing from me? I gotta act. Put my acting shoes on. Let's go.
Oh my god. I'm not going to bed.
Uh-oh. Alert. Alert.
HOH interrogation.
All right, we're going to a commercial as everybody's getting ready for the HOH interrogation power. See, this all would have been awesome to kind of like watch go down on the feeds when they were doing the interrogations. But that takes us to a commercial. I really want to Rachel HOH. Now will be fun. Here we go. It's about to get real for sure. Rachel, Riley was instantly pissed. He was like, what does this all mean? He even like took the thing off. He was like, well, all right, I know what's going on here. Totally forgot CBS used to cast their BB and Survivor alums on their soaps. The BB, they still do. Every year, what is it? Is it Bold and the Beautiful? Is that like the soap that's on CBS? Every year, they send somebody to go do it. Actually, I don't know if they did it last year, because I know the last one I remember for sure, they had Matt and Sari go to one of them, and then I don't remember if they did it last year. Maybe, but they used to do it like every year. One of the house guests would go on the soap opera. Alert HOH interrogation. Alert HOH interrogation. Had gone off on the alert should have gone off for the other powers. Yeah, they should have. Interrogation would be next after Riley's HOH was taken over. Yeah, the Bold and the Beautiful. Sandra, it does sound like that. Houston, we have a problem. Are we going to have knobs? That's a good question, Michelle. We've got about 15 minutes left in the episode, right? By the time this commercial's over, give or take, right? And there's probably another commercial, right? Listen, you know how they are with it. There's probably at least one more commercial. So I don't know if we actually will get noms this episode. It's understandable because that also ends up making the Wednesday episode nominations, veto, renom, and you have 90 minutes of an episode, so you have time to do it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how quickly these interrogations go. But my issue is I don't want the interrogations to like be sped through, right? Like I want to see the interrogations. I wish we got to watch the interrogations on the feeds. Because how fun would that have been if we got to watch on the feeds and Riley went with each person and had that chat? It would have been awesome. So I hope we get to see a lot of the interrogations, but then we probably are going to have to wait for noms. No one from Big Brother last year. Mackenzie and Chelsea would have been great on BB. It's interesting that they stopped doing it last year. Bold and Beautiful, they invite cast since 2004. 30 BP players have been casted. So yeah, like, why did nobody do it last year, I wonder? Did they just not like anybody? Did they just were like, no, this is not, there's nobody here we want. Lonnie Anderson? Who's that? Who's that? Is that like a soap star or something? Let me look up. Let me look up. Let me look her up. Oh, I've seen her face. Yeah, I've seen her face. I've seen her face. What was she on? Ava, anybody want to fess up?
Activated?
Give you a sync up.
Everybody, let's gather around the living room. We already are. Okay.
Which means I have been dethroned
in CBS sitcom WKPR in Cincinnati. She's done like I think like other stuff though, right? Because I've never heard of that. I don't think. Let me see.
I will gather the name of the house guest I believe is responsible. If I'm correct, I will reclaim my power. If I am incorrect, the power holder will reveal themselves and officially become for the week.
In the end, the only person who guarantees their safety this week.
Oh, that might be a thing I know her from.
Maybe not. Interrogation. And, oh my God. Whoever did it, you can be safe if you just fess up. I'm not a doctor.
Riley, you can be safe if you just fess up.
It's gonna get
Your ass is grass.
family time, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
We can do this game, or we can keep on, you know. It's game on after this.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Not good.
Oh, my. He was upset.
Anybody want to fess up?
Or it was before your time. It was before my time, but I've seen her face. Like, I know that lady. I just don't know what. Keanu goes, we know Will don't have it. Oh, Riley went off. He was like, you're messing with the wrong person. You might as well fess up.
For your 3-minute interrogation.
Yeah, so they just all went up one by one. This would have been awesome, right?
I can't tell. If you mannerism, I can't quite tell. He's oddly calm. Jackman do make.
See, he's getting almost too much info.
He's helping her through the maze. At some point, and comfortable.
He's getting almost too much info here from Vince. Because Vince is like, well, Ashley's a bad actor, and Mickey feels safe, and this person was helping with this. Yeah, 3 minutes each, Samantha. Mickey was smart for bringing others into it, to throw him 100% bub. And that's kind of what I said early on. I was like, I don't know if actually sharing the information is great, but if you have like one ally that you really trust at the very least, if that person goes in and just acts so guilty, like don't look Riley in the eye and stuff like that, it could really work out. And she did a good job bringing some people in to help.
Whoever lied to my face is now my target. Okay, but it's actually
Ava.
yeah. I just don't want the person.
This is so scary, but it's actually not me though. If Ava came in like that, I'd 100% believe her too. If Ava walked into my HOH room like that, without a shadow of a doubt, I would say, okay, Ava, I believe you. Keanu. He said we both know it's Ashley. Oh, no. Here's the Ashley talk, too.
You don't have any tips.
Actually, don't. Why do you think I do?
What are you laughing about? This isn't
Ashley played this off pretty well.
potentially be ruining at HOH.
But I will be honest. I think I was going to be a lot because
What did somebody say to you?
somebody said you were going to put me.
I want to ask you one more time. You want safety?
She's doing a pretty good job with this. She's playing it well.
Swear.
Weird though. But he said that y'all were going to be up on the block.
And a nice little nugget there of dropping that info about what Zach said, but like not saying Zach. And then Riley is circling in on that too. She sold it really well. Just with like the smirking she was doing and like, I'm sorry. And like that little bit of a laughy, happy tone to it.
Are you just like happy about this? For him? Or you just feel uncomfortable? So that's
Catherine!
Should tell the entire.
Oh!
You have to speak for her.
Do you have to speak for her, she says? Oh my goodness!
I think it was rude, and I want to know why.
Catherine, you need to sit down.
I am sad.
I am sad, she says.
It was rude. What was rude?
I am sad. Rachel walks away with Ashley. Well, that was something I didn't know happened.
Too much.
That was something I did not know happened.
It's Ashley. And Ashley's going up tomorrow. There's somebody who felt safe.
That's wild.
They don't feel safe.
And that pushed more of that we think it's Ashley stuff as well. Ooh, here's the Mickey one.
I'm just trying to at least figure out
Huh.
in this room about who tells me what. I'm trying to
You think it's Ashley? I think it's Ashley.
Honestly, you know what the bigger play would have been? Like, they were going to get it anyway, but you know what it would have, like, if there was even a doubt still in Riley's mind, if I was Mickey, I'd go, all right, God, I'll tell you, Riley, I'll tell you, it's Ashley. Oh, I think she's scared. Like, I think she heard that we were going up, and I saw her run to the diary room. Just like, please, Riley, like, you're gonna get the power back, so please, just keep me safe. Like, I'm gonna, like, please. And I think you would have bought that, like, hook, line, and sinker. But she didn't need to. She didn't need to. He was already pretty much sold. Zach also, it didn't seem like really pushed it either way, because one of the things that I thought was Zach could have potentially went in there and said, listen, I'm pretty sure Mickey has it because I, did this and that. But he was definitely playing more for the girls then at that point, since he had already told them that Riley was going to be targeting them. And I think Zach was just like, I'm just going to let this be, right? Whatever happens, happens. So that was interesting. One of the things I thought could have happened was if Zach went in there and actually pushed that Mickey had it, then it might have even pushed Riley further away because of the vote, right? Because Riley and Keanu, they don't trust Zach as much as they used to because of him not flipping on the vote. So I was actually wondering, like, oh, did he actually go in there and say Mickey had it? And then Riley didn't listen because it went, against the vote and everything, and he lost that faith in him. But no, he just kind of kept his mouth shut, which honestly is the smarter move. Just keep it shut. Yeah, we are in a commercial break, so let me just say, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this stream, if you're having a good time, smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Technically, I'm not even supposed to be here today. We didn't hit the 1,500 like goal on the update, but we are celebrating a little bit. We did hit 17,000 subscribers here on the channel. So thank you guys all so much for the love and support you guys show me. Also check out links to all my socials. There's, the description down below. You can do exclamation socials in the chat right now. Links will pop up. We've got, Twitter and Discord. Discord's a great place to kind of hang out when you're watching the live feeds. If you want a place to chat about what's going on, hop on into Discord. There's always people chatting about what's going on. We do also have the voice chats. I think I have to set one up so that if people want to jump in the voice chat, like while they're watching feeds or something like that, they'd be able to do it. And you know, check out things like the Ori Fund. You know, help support Oris everywhere. Never required, always appreciated. What was that? I heard somebody coming on in. We got Travel Twin hitting that subscribe button. Listen, Travel Twin, you might not know this, but me and you, we now have a secret alliance. Don't tell anybody. We're back though. I'll give you guys a sync up here in a second.
Interrogated by Riley. I'm not sure what information he got out of it, but this is really intense. There's a lot at stake here, so I hope that he gets this right.
This was also very early in the morning. They had a long night. Like, this was all going on at like almost like 2 in the morning or something like that.
My accusation.
Oh wait, I thought he was actually making the accusation.
Ashley.
Oh, he's at Ashley. Oh, and then they're just asking to stand. They're just like, oh yeah, stand up if it's you. Mickey. You lied to my face.
I did ask you. You came up here and talked to me, Mickey, and you were scared. Because you thought you were going to go home because I was HOH without even talking to me. Love you too, Mickey. Throw my ass out of here.
Oh.
You picked my HOH.
It's a game. It's a game. It's a game.
Uh-oh.
Mickey, I would have never done anything to you. You don't even know who the noms were. Wasted it.
You wasted it.
Because I have accused the wrong house guest. Groaned. And Mickey, you are now the head of household for the week.
Oh, he's handing over the key. You know, I will say, I don't know if they cut stuff from what Riley was saying. I gotta say, they definitely exaggerated, if that's all that happened. Because the way they said it, he was yelling at her. They were like, Riley was yelling at me and cursing. Honestly, like, he was just kind of talking to her, like, yeah, he was calling her a liar and calling her out, but I wouldn't say he was yelling. Like, if somebody asked me to describe how Riley was talking, it was like, oh yeah, he was talking very, very much with his full chest, but he wasn't raising his voice. So I was expecting more.
But don't worry, America.
I was expecting more from that, but like, he was calling her out. The Catherine Rachel one, that was more heated. That one had more heat to it. I didn't even know about that one. All right, so no noms. Here, I can update this though, by the way. No noms. Mickey takes over the HOH. We'll see noms on Wednesday's episode along with Vito. And then I would assume the renom. But interesting. Interesting. Sanitize, definitely sanitize. That's the thing though, right? Like, they absolutely could have cut stuff out, but what we saw, I don't know, it's not like it seemed like they cut out a lot, right? Like, I don't know. It seemed like it was all pretty much done and over with there. And it was like, okay. But that is the thing. Sometimes they cut a lot of stuff out, right? Like, how many times have we heard about a speech someone was going to make at the veto competition, or not the veto ceremony, and then it just never makes air, right? Like, it just never makes it. So it's very possible that he went off even more, but we didn't get to see it. So that is always a possibility. But yeah, definitely not exactly how I thought it was going to go. A lot of questions were answered. The HOH, I thought I was going to hate. I still have some issues with it, like a little bit. I think that's a competition. Week 1, I love. If they do that competition week 1 in the game, or even week 2, I'm okay with week 2. By the time we get to week 4, that's when a big alliance is already made, right? Because you do that week 2, maybe it forms cracks in those big alliances, because now, instead of 6 people, you got to break up into teams of 4, and you're leaving 2 of them, and then you realize, oh, 2 of ours are actually on the bottom of this alliance. And then you maybe start an alliance switch. Whereas like by week 4, it's like it's already kind of figured out. You've had a couple of votes. People are starting to trust each other. They know what they're doing. And there's going to definitely be somebody who's on the outs. So I don't know if they like it I like it that far in the game, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I got to digest and think about my thoughts. We'll talk about it definitely on tomorrow's update. We're going to have a good bit to talk about because there are a lot of things happening in the house right now with Mickey making decisions now on her nominations and what she should do. So there's a lot going on that we'll have to cover over the next 2 updates. So make sure you're here for those. If you guys don't know, daily live feed updates all season long, first thing in the morning. Wednesday will be the veto episode. We'll see the nominations actually take place on that episode as well. And then Thursday will be our live eviction. So a big week here for us in the Big Brother house. But that is going to wrap things up. I am going to leave you be, and we will be back again tomorrow morning. Thank you guys all again so much for hanging out and joining me. We hit 17,000 subscribers today, which is crazy. You guys are always showing up, showing me that love, showing me that support. Like I said, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this stream, if you had a good time, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a stream. You'll never miss a video. Thank you guys all again so much. Check out the links to all of my socials, Twitter and Discord. You can check out things like the Ori Fund. Help support Oris everywhere. Don't do it. Don't even bother. Don't do it. Thank you guys all again so much. And I will see you next time.